启动法国。
Bonjour! First of all, welcome to the M2000C and to this first training session, which we will hold at the Batumi airport. Today we will practice the startup procedures. The first thing you'll want to do is to go through the pre-flight checklist and verify that all the cockpit instruments and switches are correctly set for startup. You will find a full list in the Aircraft Procedures chapter in the manual, and I recommend that you go through that list now. Press the spacebar when you are ready to. Good. Let's move to the procedures required before the engine start. First, turn the master battery switch to on. You will notice that the transformer and two alternator switches are already in the on position, which is as it should be. Next, call the crew chief and ask him to turn on the ground power. This is necessary for the next step. Press spacebar when you are ready to move on.
Chief, turn on the ground power.
Copy. Ground power is now on.
先自己先把所有的人都转到最亮，有没有？
Next, we will cover the alignment of your INS. There are two ways to do that. The standard one, lasting around 8 minutes, and the so-called memory alignment, which is shorter, but requires the aircraft to remain stationary since the last use of the INS. In most cases, apart from QRA, or Quick Reaction Alert, you will be doing a standard alignment. First, check that the PSC operational mode knob is set to N. Then move the PSM mode, this is the left knob, to VEI position, and the data selection knob on your PCN to LG. You will now see the latitude and longitude of your aircraft given by the INS. The important thing to remember here is that the INS is not a GPS. It does not receive any signal that lets it define the position of your aircraft. What it needs is the initial point used for all the navigation calculations made during the flight. In most cases, the information which you will see after initiating your INS will not be accurate, and it is crucial that you update it manually before starting the alignment process. You will need to change the latitude and longitude coordinates and feed your INS with the correct data. You already should have the selection knob in LG position. Choose the left window by clicking on the 1 or 7 key on the numpad. The INS and EFF buttons will light up, and the window will show a series of dashes indicating the number of digits you need to enter. Just to clarify things, INS comes from insert, which has the same meaning in English and in French, and EFF comes from efface, which means erase or cancel. Press spacebar when you are ready to proceed. Now you can introduce your current position. First press 2 to select N for north, then enter latitude data 41, 36, 44, followed by INS button. Press spacebar when you are ready to proceed.
Okay.
Now repeat the same for longitude, which is displayed in the right window. Press 3 or 9 on the numpad. You will notice that the right window has 7 digits, as opposed to 6 available in the left one. Then press 6 for east, and enter longitude data 041, 36, 52, and finish with INS button again. Press spacebar when you are ready to proceed. One more thing you need to set is your current altitude above the sea level. To do so, move the data selection knob to the Alt position. Now you can select the left window for feet or the right one for meters. In most cases you will be using the left one, so go ahead and select it. Press 1 to select positive values and then enter the following data: 00037 and press INS. Then press spacebar when you are ready to proceed.
38，它这两个 L 是不是两个高度是不是？应该是这个吧，8。38 set。Okay.
You are now ready to align your INS. Turn the PSM mode knob from VEI to ALN. The yellow ALN light will start blinking and the VAL button will light up. Go ahead and press it. This will initiate the alignment. You can check the progress by moving the PSM operational mode knob to STS position. In the right window, you will see the total progress going from 100 to 0. In the left one, you will see a digit defining how accurate the current alignment is. No digit at all, meaning no alignment at all. And then from 4 for very low precision to 1 being the best. You will see the timer counting down to the next alignment level. Remember that the whole process will take around 8 minutes. You will know that it is complete when the green pre light stops blinking and becomes steady. Press spacebar when you are ready to proceed.
绿色。OK。也有本呢，预案预校准，必须要选NCS，必须要选NCS。校准进度，右侧窗口进度100%。这里。这个数字代表没有就，它的0到100，然后这边会倒数，然后这边是校准的等级，就降低导航这个数字就变1或变2、3之类的，这边就是属于降低导航。好，它等8分钟，我们先下一个。
Good. Okay. Before we go further, let's check the lights by pressing the test switch located on the right side of the electrical panel.
所以，对，它没亮。这个也没亮。不是。
We can now move on to the next steps. First, power up your HUD. Next, turn on your radar altimeter by enabling the radar altimeter power switch and placing the HUD altimeter selector switch in H position. Turn on your navigation, formation and anti-collision lights. The panel is located to your left, below the landing gear controls. Click once on the radar power switch to put it in warm-up mode. Also, power up your VTB with the switch located on its right-hand side.
提高 VDD， 把全给它，可以吗？
Next, set the VOR INS knob to M position and enable your TACAN by turning its mode selector to TR.
VOIS 这是因位置，然后这是 TR。OK。
Depending on necessity, you might want to turn on ECM now, though its functions and modes will be covered in another training. Next, set up your IFF using the fragged instructions. The functioning of the IFF will be covered to greater extent in the campaign and in a different training session. Before you start the engine, don't forget about closing the canopy. To do so, first move the lever on your right side backwards in order to lower the canopy. Good. Now remove the canopy rest. Before you start the engine, you need to obtain clearance from the tower, and this is a good moment to very briefly cover the functioning of the radios. M2000C has two radios. The top one is the UHF, or auxiliary radio. You can operate on 20 preset frequencies. The bottom one is a VUHF, or main radio. It usually operates on preset channels, but you can manually dial in the required frequency. Let's do this now. The first thing you need to do is to power up both radios by switching the UHF operation mode selector to M and the VUHF RX mode selector to POL or POL plus G. After that, you can move on to the next steps.
我是人撇，刚才有字吗？越学越，我是 PAI。Which one? PAI 是哪一个啊？看不到它那边的字。哇，开关。是什么 ？SIL。UHF 旋钮。有 P 的选项吗？没有吧？还有24个频道不是？对。那现在可以选的吗？Support 记录与走的启灯开关。我现在就在这一区啊，这边是灯光那些的啊，雷达的，然后音响那个声音的，其他紧急的东西的。这边是 mod 码的啊，也不是啊。OK， 看来还是没有。氧气武力这么多。那还是没有。很叫怎么玩的？大概会叫我呼啊。我说 UF 的 N 位置 ，N 位置刚那位不是吗？是 H 吧？ 这没得选啊，这种。没关系啊。每条其他可以选。
Request repair.
Copy.
Request rearming.
Copy.
见过了。基本往哪一个啊 ？Base area。
Request rearming.
哦，换回来。
Copy. Rearming complete.
不啦，你不能选吗？编码不能选吗？很久。他不让我点武装。可以吗？没有，不让我点。空荡巡逻。
Request rearming.
Copy.
还有啊，你们要等一下。
Rearming complete.
干怎么办？我点没反应。我点没反应的。它中间是通气不是吗？现在左右点我不是。啊，我点没反应。会按错呢。没反应。等一下啊。 你的温加风。我开始跑，我开始跑，他自己跑是不是？越学越慢，哎有，他自己跑，干太废了，要到点让他自己跑，我不会点啊。我先卷一下。手臂飞都做完了。干太废了，要不电脑帮我开车。
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Copy.
刚刚有帮我移走，
Wheel chocks are now removed.
他们好像没有。
Atumi, Chevy, 1-1. Request startup.
还没反应。随便来干。好，再放。哎呀，为什么不能转 B 轮呢？我不是已经用转了吗？给他顺便再给他上。
Atumi, Chevy, 1-1. Before takeoff.
看不到我的手，哎，拉不起来，这导演不容易了吧？ 傻小啦！